a vibrant coastal village in West Africa, life revolved around the sea. For generations, the people of this village thrived on the bounty of the ocean, their traditions and stories passed down through the ages. Among these tales, none was more captivating than that of Mami Wata, the mystical water spirit of the sea. This is the story of Temba Mutasa, a hardworking fisherman known for his skill and dedication to his family. Despite his efforts, Temba struggled to provide the life he dreamed of for his wife, Amina, and their 2 children, Kofi and Ama. Every day, Temba would rise before dawn and venture out into the sea, hoping for a bountiful catch that could ease his family's burdens. One day, as Temba prepared his nets at the shore, his friend Farai approached him. Farai was not only his closest friend, but also a skilled fisherman. He had a keen sense of the sea and often shared his insights with Temba. "Temba, my friend, times are tough. The sea has not been kind to us lately," Farai said, his brow furrowed with worry. "I know, Farai. I've been thinking about taking a trip farther out to sea. Maybe there, I'll find a better catch," Temba replied, his voice tinged with desperation. Farai looked at him skeptically. "Be careful, Temba. The further you go, the closer you get to the realm of Mami Wata. You know the stories. They aren't just tales to scare children." Temba sighed. "I've heard them, but what choice do I have? I need to provide for my family." As they talked, a young man named Kweku joined them. Kweku was known for his adventurous spirit and often took risks that others avoided. "I couldn't help but overhear. If you're going on a long voyage, Temba, count me in. I've always wanted to explore those deeper waters," Kweku said, his eyes sparkling with excitement. Temba smiled weakly. "Thanks, Kweku, but this is something I need to do alone." Later that evening, Temba visited his old friend, Ekau, from a neighboring village. Ekau was an experienced fisherman with a deep knowledge of the sea's mysteries. He had once been ensnared by the allure of Mami Wata, but had managed to escape her grasp through wisdom and caution. "Ekau, my friend, I need your counsel," Temba began, explaining his desperate situation. Ekau listened intently. "Temba, you must be careful. Mami Wata is not to be trifled with. She offers great wealth, but the price is steep. I've seen many men lose their souls to her. I have no other choice, Ekau. I must provide for my family," Temba said, his voice filled with resolve. Ekau sighed. "If you must seek her, remember this. Never ask for more than you need and always fulfill your end of the bargain. Her wrath is swift and unforgiving." That night, as Temba lay beside his wife, Amina, he contemplated his plan. He knew he could not tell her. She would worry and try to stop him. Instead, he decided to keep his intentions a secret. Early the next morning, Temba set out to sea. He rowed farther than he ever had before, pushing past the usual fishing grounds into deeper, uncharted waters. The waves grew larger, and the weather became ominous. Just as he considered turning back, the water calmed, and a beautiful woman emerged from the ocean, surrounded by shimmering fish and pearls. As Temba ventured into the deeper waters, he saw her, Mami Wata. Her presence was both enchanting and terrifying. "Welcome, Temba. I know why you have come. I can give you all that you desire, but it will come at a cost." Temba swallowed hard, his voice trembling. "What is the price, Great Spirit?" "Your loyalty. You must return to me once a year and offer a tribute from your catch. Do you accept?" Desperate to change his family's fortune, Temba agreed. Mami Wata bestowed upon him a net filled with the finest fish he had ever seen. When Temba returned to the village, his boat overflowing with fish, the villagers, including Farai and Kweku, gathered around in amazement. "Temba, this is incredible. How did you do it?" Farai exclaimed, eyes wide with disbelief. "I have a new secret fishing spot. It's all about timing and location," Temba lied, trying to mask his unease. Kweku clapped Temba on the back. "Looks like you've found the golden spot, my friend. You must teach me your ways." Temba's life transformed overnight. He built a new home for his family, sent his children to the best schools, and gained respect and admiration from the entire village. However, as the year passed, he began to dread the approaching day when he must return to the sea. Amina noticed the change in their fortunes and questioned Temba one evening as they sat by the fire. "Temba, where is all this wealth coming from?" she asked, her eyes searching his. "I told you, Amina. I found a new fishing spot that's very fruitful," Temba replied, forcing a smile. Though reassured, Amina remained suspicious. As the months went by, she noticed Temba becoming more anxious. One evening, Farai visited their home. He had been worried about Temba and wanted to check on him. "Temba, you seem troubled. Is everything all right?" Farai asked, his voice filled with concern. Temba forced a laugh. "Just the usual worries of a fisherman, Farai. Nothing more." Farai wasn't convinced but didn't press further. "If you ever need to talk, you know I'm here for you, right?" Temba nodded, grateful for her friendship but determined to keep his secret. As the year came to an end, Temba prepared to leave again. Amina, sensing something amiss, watched him closely. "Where are you going, Temba?" she asked as he packed his nets. "Just out to my fishing spot, Amina." "I won't be long," Temba replied, avoiding her gaze. Temba set out again, but this time he felt the weight of his decision. The sea was stormy, and when he reached Mami Wata, she was less welcoming. "You have done well, Temba, but remember, my gifts come with great responsibility," Mami Wata warned. "I understand. I bring you this tribute," Temba said, presenting his catch. Temba returned home, but his fortunes started to unravel. His son, Kofi, fell ill and no medicine seemed to help. A series of misfortunes followed. His new house was damaged by a sudden storm, and his once overflowing nets were now coming up empty. Desperate and guilt-ridden, Temba decided to return to Mami Wata, hoping she could solve his problems. He set out once more to the deep waters, seeking the water spirit. "Mami Wata, I have fulfilled my end of the bargain. Why is my family suffering?" Temba pleaded. "You seek more from me, Temba? Remember, every gift has its price. If you want my continued favor, you must offer more." Mami Wata responded coldly. "What must I do?" Temba asked, his heart sinking. "You must bring me a greater tribute, something of true value," she demanded. With no other option, Temba agreed to bring Mami Wata a larger tribute, hoping this would restore his fortunes. But as he returned home, things only got worse. Kofi's illness grew more severe, and Amina became increasingly worried and suspicious. Finally, overwhelmed by guilt and fear, Temba confessed everything to Amina. "Amina, I have something to confess. The wealth we have, it's because I made a pact with Mami Wata. I promised to bring her a tribute every year, but it seems my time is running out." Amina was shocked and fearful, but her love for Temba was strong. "We will find a way to fix this, Temba. We will seek help from the village elders. Temba's health rapidly started to decline, and Amina felt a deepening sense of urgency. She could see the toll the pact was taking on her husband. He became weaker by the day, struggling to even get out of bed. Amina sent word to Akau, hoping his wisdom and experience could help. Akau arrived promptly, his face grave as he listened to Temba's tale. Temba, I warned you about Mami Wata. Her power is not easily undone. But we must try everything, Akau said, his voice firm yet compassionate. Akau tried various remedies and rituals, but nothing seemed to work. Temba's condition only worsened, and it became clear that they needed a different kind of intervention. Determined to save her husband, Amina went to the village elders alone and told them everything. The elders, wise and experienced, knew the gravity of the situation. They decided to organize nights of intensive prayers to their God, believing that only divine intervention could save Temba from his fate. For 3 consecutive days and nights, the villagers gathered. They beat drums, sang songs of worship to their God, and prayed fervently. The air was thick with the sound of their voices, rising up to the heavens, pleading for mercy and intervention. On the 3rd night, as the drums beat louder and the prayers grew more intense, a great storm arose. Lightning flashed, and thunder roared. The villagers continued their prayers, undeterred by the raging elements. In the midst of the storm, a miraculous event occurred. The sky opened up, and a beam of light shone down upon the sea. The villagers watched in awe as Temba, who had been taken by Mami Wata, emerged from the water, free from her hold. He was weak but alive, saved by the power of their collective faith and prayer. Amina ran to him, tears streaming down her face. Temba, you're back. Thank the heavens you're back. Temba, though exhausted, smiled weakly. It was your prayers, Amina. Your love and the faith of our village brought me back. The villagers gathered around, rejoicing in the miracle they had witnessed. Temba was brought back to the village, where he slowly recovered, surrounded by the love and support of his family and friends. In the days that followed, Temba and Amina shared their story with the entire village. They spoke of the dangers of seeking shortcuts to success and the power of faith and community. The village elders praised the villagers for their unity and unwavering belief in the power of prayer. Temba, now fully understanding the true cost of his desires, returned to a simpler life. He appreciated the smaller blessings that came from honest work and the love of his family. Although their wealth diminished, their happiness and peace grew stronger. They cultivated their land, worked together, and found joy in the simple moments of daily life. Amina's suspicions were alleviated, and her love for Temba deepened as they faced and overcame their trials together. Kofi's health improved steadily, and Ama flourished, knowing the value of resilience and family unity. The villagers, inspired by Temba's story, were reminded of the dangers of seeking shortcuts to success. They resumed their age-old traditions, honoring the sea with respect and gratitude, never taking more than what was needed, and always giving thanks for its bounty. The story of Temba and Mami Wata became a lesson passed down through generations, a cautionary tale about the perils of greed and the power of faith and community. Temba and his family lived out their days in peace, their lives a testament to the enduring values of love, honesty, and perseverance.